You may have been hearing a lot of buzz about this new Neo robot from 1X. Is it just me, or does it kind of look a bit like my NPC Dave character, but without hair? This robot is designed to do your household chores. How cool. Wouldn't it be great to have a robot to do all your cooking and cleaning and washing up? Like a mechanical butler. Absolute sci-fi fantasy convenience. Except this particular machine isn't quite capable of doing all household chores autonomously. It can do a few very basic things by itself, like opening a door, for example, but for more complicated tasks, it needs a human being to remotely control it. This article is from Engadget. 1X Neo is a $20,000 home robot that will learn chores via teleoperation. The humanoid robot will start shipping next year. Now, all things considered, $20,000 isn't that crazy, considering people often spend more than that when they buy a new car. If you consider your new robot to be a similar kind of purchase to a car, well, it makes sense. If it could work entirely autonomously on complicated household tasks, that would be wonderful. But as we're about to see, that's not the case out of the box. The article says California-based AI and robotics company 1X is now accepting pre-orders for its humanoid robot Neo, which was designed to automate everyday chores and to offer personalized assistance. Users will be able to control Neo and have it accomplish tasks around the house with the click of a button or a verbal command. It will come with the ability to do basic tasks autonomously when it starts shipping next year, including opening doors, fetching items, and turning the lights on or off. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, $20,000 is a lot of money for a robot that's going to open doors, pick things up, and turn the lights on and off. To me, that's just not worth it. I can get up off my lazy ass and do those things myself. However, you can also get the Neo robot on a subscription model for $499 per month. However, if early adopters want Neo to be capable of more specific or complex tasks, they'd have to be comfortable with the idea of a human teleoperator controlling the robot remotely and seeing inside their homes. Yeah, so in order to do more complex tasks around the house, this thing needs to be teleoperated by a person who does the tasks, and in so doing, contributes to the training data that the robot's neural network requires. So this means that the owner of the robot would have to be okay with the operator being able to see into their homes. It says, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal's Joanna Stern, 1X CEO Bernd Bornick explained that the AI neural network running the machine still needs to learn from more real-world experiences. Bornick said that anybody who buys Neo for delivery next year will have to agree that a human operator will be seeing inside their homes through the robot's camera. It's necessary to be able to teach the machines and gather training data so it can eventually perform tasks autonomously. If we don't have your data, we can't make the product better, he said. Bernick admitted that much of the work will be done by teleoperators in the beginning. Owners will have access to an app where they can schedule when the teleoperator can take over Neo and where they can specify the task they want the machine to do. He said 1X is putting control in the hands of the owner to respect people's privacy as much as possible. The company can blur people so that the remote operator doesn't see them, and owners can designate no-go zones in their homes that the operator cannot go to. Teleoperators also cannot take control of Neo without the owner's approval. Of course, there's always potential security breaches to think of. Bornick at least assured that Neo has several layers of security to prevent it from hurting people. Is anybody else getting iRobot vibes? Look, this all sounds like more hassle than it's worth to me. I wouldn't be comfortable with a stranger being able to see into my home, just so it could teach a robot how to do things I can already do myself. So I guess this machine just isn't for me. Obviously, some people online have voiced concerns about security. Obviously, if the machine is designed to be remotely controlled, in the manner described, what guarantees might I have that it can't be hacked and controlled by someone else? Someone who's not supposed to be in control of it. Someone who may not want to use my robot to do the dishes. But look, I have to say though, even just putting aside this particular robot, I'm not sure I would ever be comfortable with the idea of any robot working autonomously in my house unsupervised. That's just going to be a deal breaker for me because, okay, on paper, the idea of coming home after work to find that a robot has done all your chores, right? It sounds great. Your house is clean and organized and all of the laborious tasks you hate doing have been taken care of. Sounds great, but I personally wouldn't trust a robot to be working in my house unsupervised. I wouldn't trust them to look after my dog. Just being honest, modern consumer technology is amazing. And maybe we don't fully appreciate how good it is and its power, but let's not fool ourselves into believing that it doesn't break down a lot or make mistakes. I mean, just look at your phone, for example. It can act funny after a software update. On my desktop computer recently, my web browser just decided to stop working one day. You get malware on your computer, an OS update on your PC could blow away backward compatibility or hurt the stability of some important app that you use every day. The modern consumer tech, the smart tech that we use every day, is not bulletproof. Sometimes you need to troubleshoot a problem, sometimes you need a bit of tech support. Imagine how much worse things could be when you have a highly complex machine like a robot with all of its moving parts and sophisticated programming that is entrusted with far more complicated and important responsibilities in the home. For me, given how important your home is, a robot doing domestic home chores is going to need to be bulletproof. It is going to need to be so much more reliable than all of the other smart tech that we use on a daily basis. The tasks we give our PCs and phones and laptops to take care of are nowhere near as complex as what is expected of a robot doing domestic home tasks. Tasks that have so many more variables to consider. The environment, the size of the house, the obstacles the robot's going to encounter. Every house is different. Every house has a different interior design. So many decisions it has to make. Therefore, more potential for mistakes. I'd be worried about a robot knocking things over and breaking stuff in my house, to be honest. I would be quite concerned about leaving this thing to operate on its own. In my opinion, the safest pair of hands is still your own. For me, it's a hard pass. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to be notified of future updates. Hit that like button. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.